ITV Emmerdale star Laura Norton has opened up about Joe Tate's harrowing scene as he was pushed from a bedroom window in Thursday night's cliffhanger ending. But who did it? As soap cliffhangers go, it was quite the jaw-dropper. Tonight, Emmerdale fans watched as villainous Joe Tate was pushed from a bedroom window and landed face down on the concrete below. It was a grisly comeuppance that many in the Dales may have felt he deserved after his part in the recent limo crash, which killed off 3 huge names. But which one of Emmerdale's grieving characters gave him the potentially fatal shove? Ever since Who Shot Junior and Who Killed Dirty Den, soaps have loved a good old-fashioned revenge whodunit. And the one thing more fun than watching it all play out is getting to be one of the suspects, as actress Laura Norton, aka Kerry Wyatt, can attest. Her character lost her daughter Amy after Joe drugged Noah Dingle, causing him to stumble onto the road and send the limo plunging into a frozen lake in the soap's biggest stunt for years. Kerry definitely has good reason to kill Joe and get revenge, Laura teases. We know she's a loose cannon and unpredictable. Her daughter was all Kerry had. Emmerdale is keeping tight-lipped on whether Joe makes a recovery. But Laura's character is one of a handful of suspects that will come under the microscope in the coming days and weeks. Could she be the one who gave him the push? It turns out Laura was pretty miffed with Joe's storyline in real life too, as the other victims were Susie Merton and Layla Harding. That's the same Roxy who is her real-life best friend and who she no longer gets to hang out with every day on set. Roxy is one of my best mates, you know. It was hard dragging her across the ice in those scenes after the crash, says Laura. It was just genuinely emotional. We sobbed when we found out Roxy was going and Natalie, my on-screen daughter. There was one scene where Natalie was supposed to be completely out of it in a hospital bed and I had to come in and hold her and cuddle her, and she was crying her eyes out. The crew was saying you're not going to be able to do that on a take, you're supposed to be dead. But we were just so emotional because you play mother and daughter. Even weirdly, she feels like my little girl, even though there's not that massive age gap in real life. But the ITV soap, which Laura first joined back in 2012, hasn't just given Laura good friends, it's given her a family too. She met her actor fiancé of 7 years, Mark Jordan, on set and they now have 2 beautiful children, Jessie, 4, and 2-year-old Ronnie. A huge chunk of my life has been Emmerdale, she says. A lot has happened to me. The Newcastle-born actress and Mark got engaged in 2018 but have yet to set a date. Things just kept getting in the way. And then we had children. It will happen when the time is right, says Laura. The delay in tying the knot has been due to having far more important priorities. Both children have a rare genetic condition called Usher syndrome that is currently incurable. Jessie and Ronnie were born deaf, which is a symptom of Usher syndrome, and were hearing aids. It also causes retinitis pigmentosa or RP, a disease of the retina cells leading to night blindness, tunnel vision and, eventually, a total loss of vision. It tends to be teenage years, around 14 and 15, when they could be affected, says Laura. So we've got this ticking time bomb. And that's why Mark and I are just doing as much fundraising and awareness as we can. That's our focus. The challenges we'll meet is when the vision starts to be affected, but we're a good hopefully 10 years away from that now. For now, the couple are focused on finding a cure for their children's condition. As patrons of the charity Cure Usher, they have placed their faith in genetic eye diseases expert Maria Muzagi, professor of molecular ophthalmology at UCL and the Francis Crick Institute in London.